Hello, everybody. My name's Nick, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer for YouTube TV, and I am here to take you on a journey to show you why YouTube TV is the future of video entertainment. So, with the digital era being in full effect, especially as 2019 gets started, what we're starting to see stateside is that 95% of Americans own a cell phone as of 2017 statistics. It's going to be quite interesting to see what happens as we approach 2020, is that it's estimated that up to 98% of consumers could have a cell phone. With that in mind, of those 95 consumers, 77% of ownership involves a smartphone. What this means is that people are no longer sitting down at desktops and really browsing the web. It's pretty much from the palm of your hand nowadays. Large corporations know that, and it's estimated that $209 billion was spent on advertising on the internet and mobile applications alone last year. As a society, we've come into a new era of how we want to be entertained and how much we're willing to pay for it. What's happening right now is a phenomenon in the United States that's called cord cutting. What this means is that traditional ways of entertainment in terms of digital media, in particular video, are changing drastically. No longer does a consumer want to be tied down to a contract that promises one price and then come the next monthly bill, it's increased, and the consumer then has to call their company, threaten to leave, and then all of a sudden the price magically drops. So we're signing what's essentially a variable contract that states the price can go up basically whenever the cable company takes a stock hit essentially and needs to recover from that. So with that in mind, there's some big players out in the market now, which is Sling TV, Direct TV, PlayStation View, Hulu, and YouTube TV. As you can see, of the five, right now YouTube TV is at the bottom in terms of membership, and I plan on changing that. So just to give you guys an idea what initial pricing is like in the market right now, Sling TV and Direct TV, the comparison between the two is that basically for every package that Sling has, Direct TV is going to upcharge you about $15. Now, that includes such things as a base package with live TV. And then you want to add sports, it's another fee. You want to add movies, it's another fee. You want to add premium channels, it's another fee. That doesn't even mention the ability to be able to record videos whatsoever. When we look at PlayStation View, they follow a very similar format. Base is starting at $35, and that's just for live TV. And then you can kind of see a price breakdown there of what happens if you want to have these additional add-ons. And essentially, you end up paying $75 a month, which is pretty much the same as a standard cable package. YouTube and Google went and analyzed this market, and when they looked at the absurd pricing that was being charged and how there was almost no difference at the end of the day between not having a contract and having a contract, the price was the same. The only difference was is that if you go with Sling, Hulu, DirecTV, or PlayStation View, you can, there's no commitment. You can leave at any time. However, you're not really saving any money, and that's the point of quote-unquote cord cutting. So in February of 2017, YouTube and Google formed YouTube TV and tested it in markets including but not limited to New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. They went with large populated areas to see how it was going to pan out and if people would adapt to the new system. It was so successful that the product actually went public in April of 2017. YouTube TV made its first major splash in the public market by pouring a lot of advertising into the World Series. The entire 2017 World Series was actually presented by YouTube TV. 18.7 million viewers were estimated to have watched the 2017 World Series. So their marketing strategy in the beginning was quite aggressive. So 18.7 million people watched the World Series. It was presented by YouTube TV. Well, what is YouTube TV? The product had only been made public for 5 months. It wasn't being heavily advertised at the time. And what they were offering is $40 per month. No contract, no commitment. You can cancel anytime. $40 a month with no commitment and no contract. So what does that get you? Live sports, over 55 premium channels, and access to premium movies. Not only that, but unlimited DVR at no extra fee. You can have up to 6 viewers at once on a single membership, and the way that it's formatted, it's accessible to stream on any device. So, this is how we're going to gain the advantage, is that we're going to showcase that you can record from anywhere. YouTube TV has a wonderful mobile application that allows you to search for your favorite show, your favorite movie, your favorite sports team, and you can choose to just record a single episode or event, or set it up to automatically record that criteria. For instance, myself, I'm a big Detroit Red Wings fan. I set it up so that it records every single Red Wings game, and I don't even have to think about it. Now that's easily 2.5 to 3 hours of video, 3 or 4 times a week. And the best part is I never have to worry about going in to clear up my storage because there's no limit. If you're busy, that's not a problem. Every 9 months, there's an automatic tune-up in the cloud storage where stuff that you haven't watched in 9 months gets removed. That's 9 months. Pretty sure if you haven't watched it in 9 months, you're never going to watch it. Let's be honest. One of the biggest issues that I know that I am personally going to have to oversee to make sure that we can really create our own identity and branch off from YouTube and Google. If you guys didn't know, Google owns YouTube. YouTube owns YouTube TV. There's a very powerful backing there. There's a very trusted relationship. Um, Google actually bought out YouTube in 2006, and the two have been partnered ever since. But even though that right now, essentially, people hear YouTube TV and they think, oh, it's just YouTube, you can watch TV. It's actually an entirely separate division. YouTube TV is exclusive to the streaming services that they offer and is not YouTube itself that involves the uploading and watching of regular videos that anybody can do. Um, what we're really focusing on here is that the relationship that we have with large networks. And what that is, we're talking about CBS, NBC, ESPN, all the big conglomerates that are reached nationally. Now, one unique feature about YouTube TV right now is that it actually costs $49 per month per subscription for the company. Yet they're only charging $40 a month. So we're not quite turning a profit yet, but here's how we're going to do it. Every successful business has big time companies that want to push their product on their website. Facebook, Google, Netflix, you name it. They're so large, people want their name on their products because if they have their backing, it builds that relationship with the public. YouTube itself, the uploading service, there was actually controversy that surrounded them in 2018. 11 plus major brands and local government agencies were actually having their products and services advertised on extremist video. Just to give you an idea of what companies we're talking about, Hershey, Netflix, Facebook, Cisco, Under Armour, they were all ready to cut ties with YouTube. But then YouTube TV, which is heavily regulated by the FCC, stepped in and said, how about you come do business with us? And the big draw here, especially for a company that's in its infancy, it carries all four networks that showcase the four major sporting events. The Super Bowl, the NBA Finals, World Series, and Stanley Cup Finals. That's an estimated 148.9 million viewers. The average cost of a 30-second television ad for the Super Bowl was $4 million per 30 seconds. $4 million, no matter who you are. Flat rate. And it's estimated to go up to $4.5 million per 30 seconds in a hit or miss advertising campaign. You pretty much have to wow the consumer during the Super Bowl because that's what everybody's looking for. That's why the Super Bowl gets ridiculously amount of views compared to the NHL, NBA, and MLB. YouTube TV, on the other hand, charges 10 to 30 cents per viewer that is watching that channel. What that means is that an absolute maximum, with the 800,000 members as reported at the beginning of 2019, at a maximum, if every single one of those people were to tune in for the Super Bowl, it would only cost $240,000 for that 30-second commercial. One of the best things I love about working for YouTube TV and being the chief marketing officer is how committed to service and how user friendly we are. No other competitor is going to put out a product that they're not making money on in their initial stages. We firmly believe that with the partnerships we're gaining in our marketing division, we're going to be able to keep our product at a low price and not charge for any additional services, because that's not what we're about. We are a brand and a name that people trust, and we want to keep it that way. Also, our software is specifically designed for people of all ages to be able to easily have access to their favorite channels and programs. With a combination of over 55 local and premium channels, movies, and live sports with unlimited DVR at $40 a month, there is no better streaming service without a contract on the market. We'll give you a 7 free day trial on us. If you don't like what we have to offer, you can walk away without spending a penny.